How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here. It's time for the X-Files, episode 4 of season 2. Subliminal. Yeah, there we go. Messages in the last episode. Yes, we had quite the paranoia going around. It was not too bad, that last episode, and yeah, we had some returns of the Lone Gunman. They appeared in episode 17 of season 1. It's actually funny because I posted episode 4 or episode 3, should I say, of the X-Files on Patreon. I think the same week I posted episode 17 of season 1 on YouTube. Both of them, of course, carrying the appearances of the Lone Gunman. So the timing works out really, really well. But yeah, I'm excited to get into this episode. So with that said, it's episode 4, season 2 of the X-Files. Let's go. Alright, which one of y'all left the oven on? I'm just thinking, Mark Shepard, what's he doing? Is that Tony Oh!
You look dead.
Wait, what?
Nothing here.
There's nothing here. There's no flames. So is this playing in his head? Did he wait?
That the circumstances surrounding Grissom's death warrant a closer look.
Yeah.
I called NYPD, but they won't even.
There's
talk
no
to me unless you
fire.
get the Attorney General to sign off on it.
But he still died.
Where'd you get the tape? Presumably someone has led you to believe there's more here than is being reported.
Is it that person that contacted that made contact with Mulder in, I think it was episode 2. Yeah. I think someone said that. I wonder, like, what's funny actually is someone actually commented on my post on Patreon about the fact that I wonder if someone recognizes his voice. And no. Although he does kind of, which is kind of funny, he does kind of, I don't know, sound like Gray Fox from Metal Gear. Solid. Just the tone in his voice from what I could recall.
There's been another agent assigned to the case.
That would be me. Krychek.
Krychek?
Krychek.
Skinner didn't say anything about taking on a partner.
It wasn't Skinner. Actually, I opened the file 2 hours before your request, so technically it's my case.
Alright! Alright!
I may be green, but I had the case first, so I'm not going to give it away so quickly.
You don't know what you're involved
with,
with, kid.
Finish up around here.
Krychek. Do we trust him? Do we not trust him?
Electrolytic conduction. Standard. He revolutionized the way we think about sleep. His death is a tremendous loss to the scientific community.
How many other kinds of sleep disorder did he treat?
There are 38 different dysomnias and parasomnias. Dr. Grissom treated them all with
Wait.
an unprecedented success ratio.
Ooh. Because wasn't he asleep and then... Oh, what if this is all, going, Nightmare on Elm Street level? Especially if he worked at a sleep disorder place and all of that. Which, yeah. Yeah. I feel like I've corrected a little in terms of thinking, how he saw the fire when there was no fire. And still died from said fire. He was dreaming it.
Modify his brainwave patterns externally.
How do you do that?
Electrical stimulation of the occipital lobe creates simple visual and auditory hallucinations.
Boom.
So it's actually possible to alter somebody's dreams?
And I think
In
that's
theory,
where Tony
yes.
Todd comes in.
Sorry if I hurt your feelings.
Where do you get off copying this attitude? I mean, you don't know the first thing about me.
Exactly.
And you don't know the first thing about him, really.
Some of the guys used to make fun of you.
Oh, stop it. Are you going to hurt my
But
feelings?
there were some of us who followed your work. Believed what you were doing.
Working the case together.
Good to meet you.
Too.
Ah!
Notice
She can't contaminate.
The corpse. This
He's so
condition
fucking
generally
done.
occurs in something like this. I mean, it's almost as if,
What?
You want
as
to?
if his body believed that it was burning.
Yeah, the mind played trick. Yeah. I thought they were gonna look at Krychek and be like, "Move out the way. You're not involved in this." Mulder and Scully have their own little thing.
And you're still fighting it, you know? Keep seeing the faces.
It looks absolutely the eyes.
Dead over there. Can't get away from it.
Oh my god. Oh my god! Shit. Holy shit.
According to his medical history, the only surgery he ever had was an appendectomy.
Unless they got to his appendix through his neck.
Maybe it happened in Vietnam. Willie did a tour with the Marines in 1970. And I'm sure they didn't keep the best records.
Willie was a Marine? So where do all
I mean,
Marines receive
yeah,
basic training on
that's
these
why,
Paris Island?
yeah, they both had the same scars.
Excuse me, but exactly how would coal disrupt their sleep?
Here we are.
You're not answering the question.
There's some gentlemen here to...
He's gone?
Exercise discretion when we meet. If anyone follows you, I won't be there.
Hello? Isn't it the same one in, yeah, the episode 1?
Grissom was conducting sleep deprivation experiments on Paris Island.
Yeah.
Not deprivation. Eradication.
Why?
Why else? To build a better soldier.
What the hell?
Sustained wakefulness. All I know is Augustus Cole hasn't slept in 24 years.
Is he Rufus?
There's someone else you should see. Another member of the squad who was reportedly killed in action.
I thought Cole was the last.
His name is on the envelope. Paid for that information with his life. A sacrifice I'm not willing to make.
Oh, interesting. So that's why you know, someone was asking if I recognized that voice. Because they were, you know, a little nudge. Oh, it might be Rufus. It might be Rufus from Supernatural.
What's going on here, Mulder? These two officers, they shot each other.
They shot each... Oh. And that was all down to Cole. Yeah.
A similar scar should also be evident on Augustus Cole. Post-op treatment included a
She's going
regimen
the
of
Eggman
synthetic
route.
supplements to
It's
replenish
just...
the
I know
organic
it's from the
deficits.
screen. I know it's from the screen. But I just can't... Look at that! It's blue. I know it's from the screen, but I just can't help but, like, think Eggman.
Possible that this procedure greatly diminished the subject's need for sleep. I can neither quantify nor substantiate its success without further clinical evidence.
It's messed up, though.
Scully.
Like,
The
with
second officer
no
is still in a
sleep.
coma, so I don't
Point.
think we can- Maybe Cole built a bridge between the waking world and the dream world, the collective unconscious. And what if, by existing consciously in the unconscious world, he's developed the ability to externalize his dreams and effectively alter reality?
Yeah.
Even if you're
It's
right,
powerful. It's
we'll have a much
insane.
No
better
extreme possibilities
than I was.
than I assumed he would be.
He didn't want to say it.
Must be nice not having someone questioning your every move, poking holes in all your theories.
Oh yeah.
Unless
it's great. I'm
this is what he
surprised I
wants.
Put up with you for so long.
Oh, I love the bands between them.
Not so that we had to sleep. And then nothing that the pills couldn't fix.
Serotonin?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a complicated
this go
matter,
on?
isn't it? Sleepless nights and
Quite a
not
while,
being
I'd say.
able to.
Orders from?
We didn't. We just made up missions as we went along.
Jesus
Until
Christ.
it didn't matter anymore who we were killing. Farmers.
Shit!
Outside of Fubai, there was this school. And,
Fuck.
they were just kids.
They were fucking hell.
No one ever tried.
It's because of him. I haven't slept a night in 24 years.
That's fucked up, though. Shit. I mean, you gotta lose your fucking mind. Shut. That's messed up.
Station on the 7:30 train.
We'll try to have a photograph waiting for us at the security desk so we know who we're looking for, okay?
Got it.
That's it, though. He's gonna go for Girardi. If he's responsible.
Mulder,
Hey. Oh no!
Drop your weapon! Drop it!
That too late. Oh my god!
George's not here.
I saw him. He was...
Mulder!
Damn!
Now waving your gun around. But Girardi never showed.
Yo, that's messed up.
Not very popular.
I told you I want to believe, but I need a place to start.
Yeah. He's a bit hesitant, isn't he?
I think that Cole possesses the psychic ability to manipulate sounds and images to generate illusions that are so convincing they can kill.
There you go.
How's that for a theory?
That'll explain. Come on.
Who is it? I can't see without my glasses.
You don't need to see to know who it is.
You know who it is!
Holy shit. That's it though, he's gonna be seeing this and yeah.
As he has disfigured a man, so shall he be disfigured.
Oh no.
And he who kills a man
Must
shall
also.
be put to death.
Oh god. Might need some new glasses if he survives. I don't think he's gonna survive though.
Requesting emergency assistance. My location is track 17 in the freight warehouse.
I mean, that's it though. I had a feeling he was gonna kill himself because we almost paid for our sins.
They made me into somebody else. I can never get back what they took away from me. But I can stop.
It's just heartbreaking and sad for him.
Down the gun and get out of here.
Unless this is another illusion.
No!
Because he wants him to die. He wants himself to die. Oh.
He had a gun.
No, he didn't.
He was gonna shoot you.
He didn't. Ah, shit.
They broke into my office, went through my files, my computer. I came down as soon as security called.
Are you
The report was
shitting
already
me?
gone.
I've outlined several countermeasures.
What about Scully?
Reassigning them to other sections seems only to have strengthened their determination.
Are you fuck it?
Every problem has a solution.
Yo, what the hell? Shit. So this piece of shit, yeah, was There is just something very, very messed up about the fact that, you know, there is someone who was struggling to believe, aka Scully, and, you know, yeah. And now you got someone, I'm fully involved with this whole thing. And then he just turns out to be someone who's just, yeah, who's working for the Smoking Man and his group. Yeah. I even said, though, do we trust him? Do we not? Because he's a little bit eager beaver in terms of helping and all of that. And, you know, whilst Scully is put to the sidelines for the time being, he's, because you just think back, like I said, to the last episode where you had that officer, and you know, he was essentially a temporary, I guess, replacement. I guess, and then you got some FBI agent who is like, oh well. Bloody hell. It was too good to be true, wasn't it? Bastard. I loved this episode, though. I think it's my favourite one this season so far. I don't know if we'll see Krychek again. Because I don't know if Mulder... I don't think Mulder has any kind of inkling that... you know, Krychek is dodgy, so we might see him again. And he could continue manipulating him, thinking he's on his side. Little bastard. I do wonder and worry what they have planned for Scully, because I know when I did make the mention about if, you know, Gillian was pregnant, and then I got affirmed. I got that affirmation from a couple of comments. I think I did recall someone on my Patreon referring to the fact that this does open up, you know, something further down the line and all of that in regards to a storyline and all of that. So I do wonder if what there is planned from Krychek, what he mentioned, should I say, I do wonder if that's going to play into this storyline that I got in regards to a comment. So yeah, it makes me worried. It makes me really, really worried. Fantastic episode, though. Like I said, I think this is my favorite one of season 2 though so far. But again, and I keep saying this, usually because there might be a season that has a really, really solid episode at the opening, like, segment of said season, and I'm like, damn, that was pretty good. And you know, I'll say it's my favorite one, but it's not saying too much because, you know, there are like, 18 episodes left this season or something along those lines. So, yeah, we still got a ways to go with season 2. But, I mean, even the season 2 opener was just incredible. Really sets... it really gives you the vibe that they are wanting to go above and beyond what season 1 had established in terms of its quality and whatnot. So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, there was just a lot to really enjoy about this episode. So yeah, just with, you know, stuff like the journey with Krychek being involved. Again, I feel like he has the capabilities to, like, especially if he can continue to pull the wool over Mulder's eyes. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's, yeah. It was just messed up. It was just messed up, that ending bit. Because I really wanted to believe that Krychek was on our side. Even if Mulder was a bit, like, iffy with him and all of that. So yeah, and he wanted to side with him and all of that. That's it though. It is just so interesting how Mulder does withhold certain information, and you've got Krychek who does want to believe, ultimately revealing in the twist that yeah, he is. I think he is a little bit shady, and then he is just spurting so much knowledge and passion to Scully about the X-Files, about what is out there, and Scully was very, very hesitant to believe. I mean, now she is in that zone now, but it took a while for her to actually dip her toes into the water. For Krychek, hey, you know what? I believe there are people who just want to be on your side, and I'm one of them. And then Mulder's like, so yeah. But yeah, it was just interesting to go into this episode. I did like the kind of interactions with Krychek and Mulder. I can't lie. I was just on the fence on if I were to believe him or not, if I were to think that he's, decent or not. Especially when you got to keep a very cautious eye about someone who... Because with what Mulder and Scully do, and with them investigating the weird and the eeriness and all of that, of what is out there, it gets a few glares. And, of course, they have been hampered time and again, like in this episode, in terms of their findings. So, for someone to be like, you know what, I fully believe you, and we barely know the guy, it does raise some red flags. So, yeah. But, yeah, it was just very interesting to go into, like, this episode with Krychek, and, there were just times where Mulder was done with his shit. And vice versa, I guess, but, yeah, like I said, the interactions were just really, really solid, in my opinion, so, yeah. And it's another reason why I hope we get to see a bit more of Krychek. So yeah, but again, I mean, I just couldn't help but wonder if he was supposed to be like, what I can imagine is he might have been brought in for like 1 or 2 episodes just to fill in whilst Julian's having this baby. But we could get a bit more of him. So yeah. There have been characters on numerous shows that get a one-off deal, but they like for differing reasons. We're going to put you in a lot more episodes. So yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised, like I said, with Gillian having this baby. Okay, well, we need, and we need some kind of FBI agent. Hey, let's bring in this Krychek character who believes in the supernatural and all of that. And the fans could recognize he's no Scully. So yeah. I even loved that, like, conversation on the phone where, of course, Mulder did talk about the fact that he has a lot of willingness to believe then, and then Scully was, then I did, and all of that, I think it was, and Mulder didn't say anything, but it's because he saved himself. He dug himself out the grave there, so there is that kind of acknowledgement there, but it was just really, really fun. But yeah, like I said, hope to see a bit more of Krychek, I guess. So yeah, even if his true colors are starting to emerge, yeah. But another character that we got to see is someone that we had heard of before in episode 1, but we got to see him physically, and I'm so sure that I was like trying to like I was trying to make certain bits of details because he is a bit older in Supernatural. But I'm like, that's Rufus, isn't it? From Supernatural. So, But yeah, the informant, who's replacing Deep Throat, who's not really too like, I am already intrigued about the differences between this character and Deep Throat because, there is a sense of warmth, I would say, oddly enough, from Deep Throat, especially with his coddling to Mulder, and there does seem to be a lot more of a warmth in terms of feeding information with this other character, with this new informant. He does seem a bit stiff. He does seem a bit, I mean, to be fair, it does seem to insinuate that he knew Deep Throat and he is not willing to die to help Mulder. So he's like, look, Deep Throat might have done this. I am not him, and I'm gonna be a tough cookie to crack. So yeah, So don't think I'm gonna be this warm, comfortable kind of character like Deep Throat was to you. I'm just gonna be completely. I'm not here to fuck around. Okay, so he does seem to have a bit more of a put your foot down approach and doesn't take any kind of shit. But it is just so interesting, the differences between him and Deep Throat. So yeah, but it was a really, really good scene. So yeah. But yeah, the main meat of this story, of course, with Cole and that whole situation of what happened to him, absolutely messed up. Absolutely messed up. Yeah. It was, especially with that one guy who said, I've not been able to sleep in 24 years. There was something, I mean, you just gotta, you already kind of got this idea that they have not been able to sleep and all of that. I mean, especially with the eyes and all of that, and especially with what we kind of got fed. But I don't know, there's just something haunting about that line of, I have not been able to sleep for 24 years. There's something haunting. There's just something that's just so disturbing about that. And it's kind of like, I feel like with this whole thing about not being able to sleep for 24 years and all of that, it's akin to immortality in a sense, in terms of, look, well, obviously a lot of people would, there's the idea of death is not something we want to approach, and it's not something that we want, and it is a scary topic to contemplate. However, the idea of immortality is probably a fate worse than death, especially if people keep believing you. Say if you were only immortal, for example, and you have your loved ones die and all of that. Yeah, you get to go through new stages of life in terms of how the world has evolved, and then of course when the world ends and whatnot. Yeah, but it's going to be so lonely and so soulless, and there's always a catch when it comes to immortality. Yeah, you will not die. Your loved ones might, and suddenly, it can be very, very soul crushing, and even I dare say emotionless, right? If because death is just inevitable, and for others around you, and it just becomes tiring. It's the same with sleep, really. And I know it's a weird analogy, but take me, a content creator, for example. How much stuff done would I be able to do with no sleep, right? Yeah, I'd spun out more reactions probably, because, I mean, they'd have to probably be a little quiet. I don't know, but, I don't know. If I was to not sleep again, and, I would be able to do a lot more stuff. I would be able to, write more. I would be able to do more content, more editing, all that shit. And yet, it's not worth it at the end of the day. Sleep is an essential ingredient to life, and I like, as much as there are, like, because sometimes, especially in the winter seasons, I will procrastinate and I'll be like, oh, I'll stay in bed for like a bit more, and then a bit more will turn into like, oh shit, I really should get out of bed. You miss stuff like that, and you know, sleep can be very, very therapeutic. And even if you just want a nap, like if you have a headache, or if you are just feeling completely numb, or, you know, down in the dumps. You know, last week, for example, I mean, I was not in a good mood. I was just completely dejected. But sometimes I will sleep because it will help me feel a little bit better. Now, if you eliminate that, and it just it's just sad. So yeah. Not to mention how being awake constantly 24/7, never getting sleep, it's just gonna do it. It's just gonna mess you up in the mind, isn't it? So that whole thing about these experimentations, and I want to, you know, link these experimentations to the shit that was happening at Eve. I want to link that there, because I was thinking about, with all of these experimentations, that was happening to kind of bolster, you know, to create the perfect soldier, a soldier that does not require sleep and whatnot. I was just thinking, this does, you know, this goes in well with the likes of Sleep, for example. So yeah. And with the likes of Eve, should I say? So it was just, it's a headcanon theory, I would say, but I wouldn't be so shocked if there was a connection with what was happening in the events of Eve and what is happening with this episode. So yeah, but yeah, it was just, I gotta say though, Cole was a very interesting character as well, because I mean, with Cole's characterization, it does become a very, very interesting subject to tackle, because yeah, what he was doing, not really the best move to make, of course, and yet you do feel some sympathy to him. I mean, I did have, because he went to, I think it was Henry, the name. And he was like saying, we've all got to pay for our sins. And then there was that scene with the Vietnam, you know, casualties and all of that. That would, yeah. I just had a feeling that he would end up killing himself, was Cole, because again, we've all got to pay for our sins, him included, of course. He and not just that though, but again, the whole idea of never being able to sleep is just despairing, and he just hates this whole thing. He hates who he is. And it's just, it is a combination, I would say, with Cole's character, of sympathetic, but also there is that kind of sinisterism that, you know, the late great Tony Todd is, you know, kind of known for, like, in terms of, you know, what his roles has been, what his role has been in, you know, various media. Like I said, I don't know if I'll include it in my YouTube edit, but I've recently watched Final Destination for the first time. And just the idea, like, just, you know, with the sinisterism of his voice, like, it kind of gives you that idea. Is he going to be some kind of, is he going to be the main antagonist of things? But, yeah. But he's played some very, very, daunting villains in from what I've reacted to in the past. Zoom on the Flash, very terrifying. And of course he played Venom in the Spider-Man 2 game. So there is a sense of terror that, Tony provides, and yet there is, of course, a very sympathetic side to him. Like, of course, his final scenes before he tricked Krychek into killing him. It does become a very, very sad scenario, to be fair. So yeah, but like I said, Tony did a very, very, very fantastic job. Again, it's just a very it is just a very I mean, of course, it's very terrifying what he was able to do, being able to project hallucinations to the point that they could kill. And that's what I'm saying, though, in terms of the fact that, of course, there is a sense of what he is doing may not be great, but at the same time, he has a lot of regret, and he is just completely done. He is just completely checked out, understandably. And there's just misery and pain and sadness and torment behind his character because of what he had endured, what he has endured for the past 24 years. There's just a lot of pain. And it's just really, really, really well done, where, of course, he is causing these things to happen. But at the same time, because even Mulder was sorry for him. Which is understandable, because he went through hell. He is going through hell. Again, if you're not able to sleep, ever, whilst, yeah, it can be productive, there can also be the caveats of, yeah, but you might not feel refreshed. You might want to get that little nap and all of that, and you can't. Like, if you're feeling a little down in the dumps and, taking a nap will take away a bit of the pain, that might not help. So it's just a terrifying concept. So, yeah. But, yeah, fantastic episode. My favourite so far this season. Of course, we've still got a lot more episodes of Season 2 to go, but great stuff. So I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!